revolutionary dictator, and Paul Verlaine enjoyer. Pol Pot was single-handedly responsible for lowering the lifespan of Cambodians, emptying cities and marching everyone into labor camps and collective farms. Here, rampant disease and malnutrition were combined with torture and mass executions. Pol Pot attempted to create a communist society through an agrarian socialist one, destroying all cultures and traditions, starting from scratch with a revolutionary one. Year Zero was announced on April 17, 1975. There is no currency, religion, or private property. Everyone worked for a quota. Suppose you were caught breaking the rules, being tied to the previous government or foreign governments, being an ethnic minority, being a monk, speaking French, you're Vietnamese, Chinese, or wearing glasses. Then you can kiss your ass goodbye. Many peasant cadres would administer their brand punishment where they ate livers and made talismans out of unborn fetuses. If you were even more unlucky, you would be sent to S21, where they would perform medical experiments on you. Since all the doctors were made into farmers or fertilizer, medical students had to perform on patients to further their studies. Babies and children were well taken care of, though, as they were sent to a tree in the oddly named killing fields. I will not talk about the tree. Pol Pot was attempting to increase Cambodia's population, but he ended up killing millions. Cambodia, as a lighthearted side note, fucking sucked. It was divided into 3 populations with a varying degree of rights. No sports, sex segregation, children segregation, shitty clothing choices. No gambling, no alcohol, no extramarital affairs, no hunting, communal living, shitty-ass irrigation projects because everyone was a stinking farmer and didn't have the technical expertise. One shitty-ass newspaper with no comics. It may be interesting to ask how we got here. Well, Pol Pot was just like any other privileged child of Khmer Chinese farmers. He went to school in Paris, failed a lot of his exams, and became a communist but was pretty stupid, and then attempted to, with a cabal of like-minded communists, attempt to usurp the government. This happened with the help of communist Vietnamese in China, who aided the development of the Khmer Rouge. He would lead a rebellion against the king, who was later supplanted by a Cambodian military officer now backed by the United States. This would lead to the Pol Pot siding with the deposed king, both fighting the U.S. puppet. America responded by bombing Cambodia into the Stone Age. Pol Pot, unfettered, managed to take out the government. The king would step down, leading to total Khmer Rogue control. Vietnamese aid and contribution were heavily scrubbed away. Relations between the two countries would decay until the two went into conflict in the Vietnamese-Cambodian War, where the Vietnamese curb-stomped the Khmer Rouge in China, bringing an end to genocide. Pol Pot and the Khmer Rouge would continue guerrilla fighting into the 90s. Purges in the army and Pol Pot's declining health would impede their efforts. Eventually, Pol Pot would be betrayed by his men. The now frail old man made his last interview. His organization of the Khmer Rouge fell apart after his usurped was captured. Strangely, after his death, many cult activities would be done around his grave. Some people chant and pray saying, "All your children are here, Grandpa. Don't say that we've forgotten you."
Thanks for the money, dummies.
This video was funded by my YouTube and Patreon supporters. If you head over to my Patreon right now, you can vote for the next video topic.